Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Zips will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Zips will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Zips line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dropping back, it's Finley. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
Turning on the Jets. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. the RPO complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a man. It's Polk. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Finley. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quick release on the RPO. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And he's knocked down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who'd be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he has been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Finley. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Newell. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Finley. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It is good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Polk. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Zips will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, if you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need to...
Right down the gut of the field. The 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. It's a six. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Akron. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want
lots of room to run. Touchdown, Nebraska. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. And the Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Finley. Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Newell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella running to glory. 10. Touchdown, Husker. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Polk. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Newell. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Zips come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Finley. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Zips had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now the play fake. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Zips.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock, but this up.
He's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Finley. Gets it out quickly. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Curry.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Zips moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun. Hauls it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Back to throw, it's Finley. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to.
He's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the punishment has been extended.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.